Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we are back, and now I've upgraded my RAM from 16 to 32, so the quality of videos should be a bit better, and my frames and the stutters, everything should be better. And today we're gonna try surviving as a duo on a main server with 800 pop. So as you guys can see, as of now I already have a base, and the reason that I have a base without recording is because my OBS was acting up. It was putting wrong settings and doing weird stuff. So as you guys can see, I'm very good at aiming, and that's the reason why I haven't recorded while building a base. Now for this wipe, we are on Rustopia EU main, and honestly I never knew that this server was as toxic as it is until I played in the forest instead of the snow or the sand. That's what I'm talking about. Little did I know, that may have been my last win ever for the rest of this wipe. So now that we have our furnace down, things should get way easier than they were. Or that's what we thought would happen. Now as you guys can see, this is just the beginning of our wipe. And we're already dying to 2 to 3 men, crossbow and nail gun. And we do not know what to do in order to beat them, because all we had was bows and the barely working furnace.
Open the door!
Not only did they taunt us, they followed us back to our base. They asked us to come out. We did not know what to do as a duo. fighting what, 3 to 4 men, maybe even 5. You know, sometimes I see my aim and I'm like, damn, I'm really good at this. And other times I'm just Helen Keller. At this point, we didn't know what to do anymore. Every time we step out of the base, we're dying. And if we're not dying, we're running into a huge group. And at this point, it got tiring because we just ran into a 6-man. So we don't know what to do next. So as of now, it's 3:59 a.m. in my country and my duo has hopped off. What other better time would it be for us to try and get ahead, maybe get a tier 2, than late night when the pop is low? Or so I thought. Now at this point, I'm looking for a shop that sells BP frags for a tier 2. And the reason I did that is because I realized at this point, with the way we're based and where we're based, away from any roads and any monuments, it would be near impossible for us to actually get the BP frags through using cards. And now, I'm heading towards Sewer Branch in hopes of doing anything in order to get at least a frag or 2 before I decide to buy all of them from the shop. It's 12 hours into wipe and BP frags are still very costly, most of them costing from 800 to 900 sulfur each. So I decided to go and roam towards Sewer Branch in hopes for a weapon crate that would give me a BP frag or a scientist that would even give me a green card. Now, after doing all of this, I decided that I wanted to recycle. But a hot air balloon had other plans for me. They were going towards the recycler, so I decided to just go home and get some barrels on my way home. Now, making it home with 5 pipes was crucial to us for one reason, because we were unable to make revolvers even though we had a tier 1 since the first hour. And why is that? It's because we couldn't even get to a road without dying to groups of 3 and 4. I saw my first run to Sewer Branch as a success, so I decided to do it again. But would it go as smooth as the first time? You're gonna find out. Out of fear for what could happen at the Sewer Branch recycler, I decided to go towards Oxum's. And then I saw a guy farming some wood. And I decided, yes, this is my chance to shine. I'm gonna kill someone, and I'm gonna take all their loot. Or so I thought. I was very regretful of my own actions. I was hoping that I never tried fighting him, and I just went home with the loot I had. Now I decided to make a revolver, since we already got those 5 pipes. Maybe it would go different, maybe I'd win my fights, instead of losing each time. And there was, I finally got my blueprint fragment. Not only that, I got a supply signal as well. Now let's see what I can do to throw that supply signal without getting countered. Now I decided that I'm gonna leave my base with the supply signal and head for Large Fishing Village at the top right of the map, in hopes to buy a boat and go to the far side of the ocean and throw it out I already had a spear gun and harpoons, so I was fully prepared to do it. But the problem is I didn't have enough for fins and boat at the same time, so I had to get some scrap on my way. As you guys know, Rust is a very unforgiving game, and rarely do you get any wins in this game. To be honest, after dying to that guy yesterday and losing the supply signal, I hopped off. And now it's the next day. With my duo back on, I thought we could achieve something. Now after a quick farm run, I decided, with my duo, to head back to Sewer Branch, in order for us to gather some components and maybe some semi-bodies for when we get tier 2. Now we finally decided that we're gonna head for the outpost to buy the rest of the BP frags, which is 4 BP frags. And at the same time we had 5k stone that we were planning to exchange for some wood. The biggest challenge about outposts is not getting there. It's actually going back to your base with all the loot that you may have bought from the outpost. And now after 2 days into wipe, we finally get our tier 2 workbench and our fragments back to base, which was finally a sigh of relief for us. After 2 days into wipe, we were finally excited. We're roaming tier 2 guns now, so we decided to go to sewer branch to try and recycle. Maybe now we could win some fights if someone tries to counter us at the recycler. And of course, the first weapon crate right after getting the tier 2 was a blueprint fragment. Once again, we lose a fight that we should have won, and my duo hops off because it's late at night. And now, I'm gonna go farming, but I hear someone outside. Maybe I could win this for once. Let's see. This is one of those moments in Rust where you kill someone and you know you have to move out. Because if he had that much loot, that means he's behind a big clan. And this is where I decided that I had enough, and that I was gonna upgrade my base and then hop off. And now it's a new day, and I'm on my own without my duo being on yet. So I went to Rat Town to check out the place. And now with my duo finally on, we decided that we wanted to get some PvP in before we hop off for the rest of the wipe.
No, guys, please. I give everything. Take all.
Realizing that we had more loot than the guy shooting at us, we decided to leave. We had more to lose than him.